Hey, welcome to another video. So in this video we'll talk about date and time in PHP, especially Laravel. So Laravel comes with this package Carbon by default. So we'll just explore all the features what this package has to offer. So this is the documentation page. You can look around. So I'll play around with this in my existing project, Laravel project. Web dev forum. So I just created this test route in my web.php. So let's start by instantiating a new Carbon instance. So for example, you can create new instance by doing new Carbon, and you need to use this import this class above like this Carbon. Let's try and dump this and let's see what we got. Okay, so every Carbon instance contains this date, time zone type, and time zone. So you can create a new instance in couple of ways. You can pass the constructor here. So you can pass in normal string like first day of Feb. Let's see. Okay, so it creates new instance with the date 1st of February. Also you can pass time zone as a second argument. So you can also create like this Carbon now. Okay, so Carbon now will also do same thing. Carbon now or new Carbon, same thing. So also we can create from format. So if we have we have year and day of year, so we can also create a new Carbon instance. So for example, year is 1995 and day of year, so for example 365. So let's see. Yeah, so it changes to 1996. Yeah, so this is also a new Carbon instance. Okay, another important thing to notice is for example, let's create a new instance, for example now. So Carbon now. And 1 year from now. So we can add years to now by add year. You can pass one or not. Yeah. So yeah, so we add 1 year to this now. So now let's see what are these two variables. So now should be the current date, and 1 year from now should be the current date plus 1 year. But let's see what it returns. So now and 1 year from now. Let's dump them both. Okay, let's see in browser. So this is now and this is 1 year from now. So you can see the both date changes. So 1 year is added to both now and 1 year from now. So it is the common misconception which beginners can face. So you might think assigning it to new variable will create a new, so where it is not. So if you want to create a new instance or copy of this, what you can do is copy and then 1 year. So this way it will not change now, it will not add 1 year to now, but instead it will create a new copy of now and add 1 year to it. So now let's just check. Okay, so this time it is now current date and this is the edit date. So yeah, so you can create new clone of any instance by doing copy. Okay, so now let's talk about getters. So for example, let's create a new instance. Okay, carbon now, and let's get the year. For example, current year. Now get, sorry, it's just year. So this will get the current year, and let's get month. Similarly, you can get day and hour, second, everything. So let's dump current year. Okay, yeah, so it returns current year. So this is the getter. You can also set new time. For example, if we want to set the year of current date, let's do, so now year, let's if we want to change this year to, let's say, 2020, let's dump now. Yeah, so it changes the year of current date to 2020. Similarly, you can set month, time. So these are all about setters. So other the useful getters are day of week, day of year. So it will return the day of week, days in month, also timestamp, quarter. Also talking about formatting, you can format the carbon instance by using the format and pass the string. So yeah, so it returns the string. So let's talk about comparison between two dates. So for example, let's say okay, so this is now and this is, for example, 1 year later, and we can compare them by like this. So now equals to, so if this equals to 1 year later, it will return true, otherwise false. Else nope. Okay, we got nope. And we can check if it is greater than by doing gt greater than. So if now is greater than 1 year later, no. So if that is less than, lt, yes, they are equal. Sorry, yes, it is. Yeah, so now is less than 1 year later, so it is obvious. You can also check for less than or equal to by this. It will return yes in both cases, if it is equal or if it is less than. Similarly, you can do greater than equal to GT by doing GTE. Yeah, so it is cool feature. So let's talk about addition and subtraction. So yeah, we can add years by just these functions. So let's explore this. Years from now. So we can add 1 year by doing just add year. We don't need to pass anything. So if we do add years, we need to pass integer. So let's add 12 years. Yeah, so iterate 12 years from now. Similarly, you can add months. So same thing, add months. We'll add months. So there are a lot of options. So if you want to subtract sub years, sub months, same thing. So you can add days, weekdays, hours, minutes, second. So this is about addition and subtraction to carbon instance. So let's talk about difference. So difference is subtraction or difference between any two carbon instance. So let's subtract the Vancouver date from Ottawa. Let's see. So diff in, let's see, hours, date, Vancouver. Let's see what we got in margin. Yeah, so difference is of 3 hours between this and this. So that means this Ottawa is 3 hours more than this. So let's exchange these two this time. Let's make it date Ottawa and date Vancouver. Now let's see what's the margin. So as you can see, it just returns the integer. So it do not tells us which is more and which is less. Yeah, so you can see you have to pass this false parameter in order to get which is greater than and less than. So yeah, let's see false. So what that will do is that will return the sign plus minus. So that means the Ottawa is greater than Vancouver. Also we have this cool feature, cool function diff for humans. So for example, let's just define ours. Let's change it to diff for humans. So it will return the human readable, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, 3 hours after. I think we don't need to pass this. Yeah. So Vancouver is 3 hours after Ottawa. Cool. Also, if you do not pass this parameter, so let's see what it will return. Yeah, 17 years ago. So it will compare with now. If we do not pass anything, it will compare with now, current date. Yeah, pretty cool. So there are modifiers. Yeah, we can test this modifier. So this is current date, new carbon, and let's modify it. So now let's end of month. So let's change this current date to end of month. So today is July 1. Let's see. Modified. Yeah, you don't need to assign this to variable. So in this case, modified and now will be same. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so you can see end of month. So today is July 1st. So end of month will change it to last of this month. So in this case, we dump modified. If we dump now will be also same. Yeah. So if you want to modify the current date or any date, you can do like this. So there are some constants like Sunday, Monday. So generally it will return, it will be quite handy when we want to compare or when we want to check if the current day of week is same as these days. So this kind of thing comes handy when we want to check. So if now let's get the day of week. So if day of week is equals to carbon, for example Sunday. So if current day of week is Sunday, we'll echo it's holiday. So in real life you might want to do some different logic if it is Sunday. Yeah, so yeah, in this case it is not, so else get back to work. Yeah, get back to work. So these are some of the common features you might find using it quite often. So now let's talk about in Laravel. There are like if you can see created at and updated at field in almost every migration timestamp. So these are by default carbon instance. So let's see. Okay, for example, let's get some threads. So by the way, I've already created these in another series. So it will grab all the threads in my thread from my threads table. Yeah, let's just find one with ID 2, and let's dump thread created at. Yeah, so you can see here we do not instantiate anything here. We do not instantiate this state and we get this carbon instance by default. So same applies for updated at. Yeah, same thing. So for example, if you create one another field, so for example let's create one more field at published at, and let's save it, and we're grabbing this row. Let's make it some string like 2000. Yeah, let's make it 2018. Okay, so now let's grab this published at field and let's see what we get. Yeah, so in this case we do not get carbon instance, we just get string. So we cannot perform any actions in this, whereas we can perform all the methods which we just explored here in our documentation. We can apply, we can add date, get years, everything in this created. So for example we can get year. Yeah, we can get year, whereas we cannot apply all these methods on published at. Let's see, it will throw error. So in Laravel you can there are eloquent mutators which will automatically change the date, which will automatically decide which column, which date columns will be the carbon instance. So in order to do that, you have to define the protected property, dates property, and specify the dates there. So by default, created and at and updated at are there. Sorry, these three deleted at. So let's override these. Let's go to thread model. So we need to go to model in which we want to define that, and we define the dates property, and let's add published ad as well. Let's check. So this time we can apply. So let's see, this time this published ad should be the carbon instance. Yeah, here we go. So it is quite cool feature. So this way you can make any of your date fields to be carbon instance by default. Since this is now carbon instance, you can apply all of these features. You can use all of these features like adding date, creating from format, subtracting, and all cool stuff. Also, Laravel allows you to change the format. So by default, the format of date which you get is this year, time with hour, minute, seconds. You can also change whatever format you want to. Yeah, so this is all about date and time in Laravel or PHP. So you might find this using all the time. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.